Welcome back to the Intersint podcast. This is episode 49, and I just need to apologize right off the bat because there's a ton of background noise going on at my place.
Why?
There's someone outside with a pressure washer cleaning out the sidewalks. My neighbor upstairs just decided to start sweeping their floors, so it's like, I can't win today.
Honestly, I can't even hear it.
Yeah, but then it's like once we get into the like finalizing it and stuff, it's like with the time with the heater. You couldn't hear a thing, and then it kicks on. It sounds like someone in the microphone yelling.
Yep.
This is like our luck too. Every time we go to record, there's always something happening.
Exactly. Like not even 10 minutes before, it was dead silent.
On what?
For me.
Oh, okay.
And I just hear people outside now making noise.
It's just all of a sudden a construction crew is like, hey, should we start building a house now? Which happened that a while back. We went to record and your dad decided to just start using a bulldozer or something to move stuff around.
Yep.
And you're like, can you hear that? I'm like, no. Oh, wait, yeah, there it is.
Oops.
Oh boy, but right before we started recording, you did something and it sounded like a water droplet falling. And you can do that mouth thing where like, it's so quiet, but yeah, I can hear it and it like sounds real.
I think you can pick it up on the recording.
I've never been able to do that.
There was this one kid at my school, in high school. He would do it and it'd be really loud. And I'm just like, how can you do that?
Yeah, I knew someone who could do it extremely loud too.
Mm-hmm. I only recently started being able to do it.
Maybe I know it just takes practice. I just can never figure out what to do.
Yeah.
But it's like that, and you taught me the duck sound. Which every time you did that, I'm like, it blew my mind of how you were making that noise. And it turned out to be extremely simple.
To the point where you can do it now too.
Yes. I annoy everyone at work because I just do it nonstop.
I can only imagine the day they meet me. How dare you teach them this?
It's turned into my new, like, not tick, but it's just been my thing that I just do all the time if it's too quiet, and it's just like I start just quacking.
I've started talking to myself or just going like, huh.
You just turn Minecraft villager.
Yep.
But it's one of those things, because the water droplet made me realize, like, I can't whistle. I've tried for years and I just cannot do it. I can do a single note, and you were just able to change the notes so easily. Every single time I ask someone, how do you change the notes? They're like, I don't know, you just do it. But it sounds like you're also breathing in.
Yeah, I breathe in.
That's even weirder to me.
That's how I've learned how to whistle. I don't breathe out. Everyone I knew says breathe out. I'm like, I can't do that.
I think you're the first I've met who breathes in doing it. It's like you're trying to take a drink out of water with a straw.
Pretty much.
See, maybe I need to do that. Maybe that's the way I learn.
Do it the other way.
Yeah, just do the opposite way of everyone else. But then, like, you know this about me. I can't do the trill, with the R's in Spanish. That. Yeah, I can't do that. But do you remember the YouTube video of...
No. Before we even get into that, please try it on the recording to do this.
We're gonna get to this because it ties in.
Okay.
Did you ever see the YouTube video of, I think his name's Veritas or something?
Maybe.
It's like the Russian guy that's like... And he's like bald and...
Yeah.
It was like an internet meme a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So during that, like, he does that trill.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was trying to just joke around at work while doing his dance that he does, and I was doing that song. And I get to that part, I'm like, it's like da 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 da. And I realized I can't do the turkey sound. The kinda. Yeah, I mean, even you do it faster than I can do it. I feel like a newborn trying to understand how to use its tongue.
It's just a muscle that's there that you don't know how to use.
Exactly. Like people at work, everyone can do it. Everyone can be like, that was my best attempt right there.
We have this thing because all the projects I'm working on is a fast food restaurant. And every single fast food restaurant is a chicken restaurant. And so I've been named the chicken queen.
The queen of the chickens.
Yes. But we do this thing sometimes when it gets dead quiet of just like doing chicken turkey calls.
I never realized how useless my tongue was until this moment. Like,
all your tongue can do is just have food in its mouth.
it has taught me to taste things and for me to bite every so often.
Yes.
How is it that, like, humans, we always have this object in our mouth, but yet sometimes that object is like, hey, we're going to get in between your teeth now, and you're going to bite down on it?
No, this past week, I've just been biting my tongue for no reason.
Exactly. And once you do it once, you're like, oh, this is my entire
Every
week.
single time.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I'll be, like, half asleep, and my tongue will just come in between, because I wear my retainer at night.
Yeah.
So that hurts more. Because just plastic.
What is the deal with that? Like, why is your tongue just like, all right, now we're going to go?
We don't know anymore.
Just confused. It's like, I have so much stuff to practice with making noises.
You completely dodged this. Do the R thing.
Oh, yeah. I thought I got away from that. Do it one more time so I know what it sounds like. It's almost like a broken dirt bike that I do.
Stalled engine.
I got it once. You heard me get it once.
You did, yes. You did
And
get
I
it once.
don't remember what I did to do that.
Not think about it?
The problem is, too, and like, especially at work, people expect me to just be able to do these things because we've mentioned it before, but I was a metal vocalist.
Yes.
So I can scream, but then they're like, but you can do that, but you can't do these simple sounds
Basic
that everyone else can
sounds.
do. I'm like, it's two different things. It's two different areas of the mouth.
I feel like these sounds you would learn early on as a kid.
Probably, yeah.
So then why didn't you, considering the childhood you had?
Wait, hold on. What kind of childhood would I have to where the sounds were possible?
There have been certain stories that we've told on this podcast to make it seem like you had this certain childhood that you would have been able to do these sounds.
Like what?
Do you want me to bring them up? Chasing people with a pin.
But how does that correlate with making noises?
That gives me an idea of as to how your childhood was.
That's two different things. There's no relation there. And like a big thing too is like, you might agree with this, but I feel like no matter how hard I try, I'm incapable of yelling.
I've seen that. Yeah, you can't yell. Unless you've been like absolutely provoked.
I feel like even then I can't like...
Really?
I feel like my yell just turns into a squeak because I don't know, just can't do it. Like, and that goes back to like the whole screaming thing is like, I can scream all day, every day. You try to get me to yell, I'm like, my vocal cords just don't let me get to that volume to do that. I don't sound intimidating at all.
I can only imagine you trying to defend somebody.
Hey, get out of here. This just turned into like that white suburban dad.
You sounded like Mickey Mouse.
Did I?
I'm very raggedy Mickey Mouse, but yes.
Hey, Mickey Mouse is now free of copyright, so we can...
That is true.
We can use his likeness. Dude, did you see that Mickey Mouse game that's going to be coming out?
No.
I need to send you this when we're done.
You need to send it to me?
I never send it to you. I'm broken lately. I don't know.
You are. It's okay.
The instant the copyright went up on Mickey Mouse, someone started making a video game involving Mickey Mouse.
That's amazing.
It looks so good. I cannot wait for this to come out. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
So yeah, I have so much stuff I need to practice on, and
you do.
I don't know about the yelling thing. I feel like that's not something you can just practice. Like, I've heard you yell once, ever.
Oh, and people were being annoying.
Uh-huh. Yes. That was the only time I've ever heard you yell, and I'm like, holy hell, where did that come from?
Rage?
For me, it's just like, yeah, it's not getting much louder than what it is right now.
For me, I consider myself to be a very level-headed person until I'm like absolutely provoked, or like you give me a reason to just go off on you.
Or completely stressed.
That too, yes. Burned out.
I've seen both of those sides. Yeah, I don't know. It's something I need to work on.
You can teach me how to do a metal scream, and I can teach you how to roll your R's.
We're working on it.
Yes.
But no, so something else that came out with at work
Okay.
is we were talking about taxes and how they suck. I mean, tax
What else
season.
was new?
I think by the time taxes are like due now, right? Or soon?
In 3 days.
3 days. Okay. So by the time this comes out, it's already passed. So if you didn't do your taxes,
Then you should have filed an extension.
But it made me think of the guy from work that we worked at
Oh, you and me. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly who you're talking about. Yes.
that hasn't paid his taxes in 10 years, 15
Yep.
years?
Yep.
I would love to be there the day that they show up at his door
Oh, that'd be amazing.
and like, hey, so it looks like you haven't paid your taxes in so long, so you're in trouble.
Come with us, please.
He's like, and I know exactly he's gonna be like, but it's my right. It's not in the laws that I have to pay this.
I know my constitutional rights.
I would love for the day that happens for you to text him and be like, hey, how are you doing?
House jail.
I wonder if there's just gonna be a time where you go to like check in on him and he just like never responds because he's in jail. How are those rights holding up for you, bud? As annoying as it was, I do kind of miss hearing that craziness.
It gave you wow.
It give
It-
you
It gave you something to be entertained from.
until it went on for too long.
Well, that's when you remove yourself from the conversation. But it was very entertaining, at least on my end, when he would just like start going off on like other people.
Yeah.
I would just like, because I used to listen to music at, like when I was like working, or like do something with headphones on, like a videos, podcast, or whatever.
Not watching my videos that I sent you, that's for sure.
That's the rudest thing you've ever said to me. Wow. But I would always hear like every once in a while him like piping up, and I'd like take one headphone off and hear what's going on, like who the next victim was of this guy. And anytime I'd hear like him or like the crypto guy going off at each other was when I would take my headphones off and listen intently.
They would go off on each other?
Yeah, because they had like two separate viewpoints. So they'd have like this debate conversation thing.
Oh, you know what? I think that was when those two started getting into it, or anyone who tried to like argue the other side.
Yes.
I'm just like, headphones are in, music's getting cranked on.
For me, it was headphones off. I'm going to listen intently as to what is going on because this gave me entertainment.
I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother listening to this.
10 minutes in, the headphones would go back on.
Oh yeah. But it was one of those things where like they would try to just argue the logical side of things
They would argue their own logical side of things.
sometimes, or just the actual logical side of it.
Right.
And he just wouldn't have it. It's like, no, that's what they want you to believe. Blah blah blah. I think he has a podcast too.
Did he say that?
I think when we were still working there, the boss, I almost said his name, was
Don't dox him.
was saying, going on like bragging about like, oh, you should listen to his podcast. He's really good and knowledgeable at what he's talking about. I'm like, why you two? How are you sucked into this?
No. That's scary. Like, I kind of want to like go into a rabbit hole, like finding this guy on a podcast now.
I do, but then I'm like, it's not worth my time.
I'm not going to listen to it. I just want to know.
You're going to become a conspiracy theorist. You're like, I listened to all the episodes and now everything
Me?
makes sense. Yes.
No. I have those people at work too. Trust me. No.
Wait, you still have to deal with that?
Not in the extent as to how we dealt with it.
You are not good with grammar today.
Not to the extent of how we dealt with it.
There you go.
But it's there and I've just learned to ignore it.
I felt like we did so well with grammar and speaking for like, we had a good run.
On the show,
Yeah.
I had a good run. I don't know about you.
But no, we combined had that good run. But then it just feels like lately it's back downhill again.
It's okay. We're going through things.
Yeah. But yeah, I think about that guy a lot, and I'm just like, what's he up to now? What's he doing?
where is he? Considering the state of that company, yeah, where is he?
Where's that coming? We can't say too much about that, but
No. Let's leave it at that.
Justice has been served for all of us leaving that company.
Oh, yes. My greatest accomplishment.
Oh, yeah. Did we ever talk about that? How that started with you?
I don't think so.
I feel like you started and you came to me like, hey, I think I'm going to be leaving.
Yeah, because there was so many things that have been going on with you not involved, but it's like, I just felt every single time I try to do the right thing, I would be attacked for it. And so this one day I texted you about it and I was like, you know what? I think I'm leaving. I can't do this anymore.
And then you said that the boss was also thinking about leaving, I think.
I hinted towards he may or may not do it because more from him, it was more personal than it was work related.
Oh, okay. So then you told me that information. You're like, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just all leave.
Because there was also the third guy that we were friends with, and he had to move away for other personal stuff.
That came out of nowhere.
Right. But even he was like getting attacked for things that he tried to do was right.
Yes. And so he was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be staying too much longer. So we had this plan of like, you were going to leave and then the boss was going to leave and then him and I were going to leave.
Right.
All around kind of the same time, but enough of a space to like really make it hurt.
Yes.
And then out of like, so we had this plan, like, yeah, we're going to do this. Then like coincidentally, a job offer came up for me.
Yes.
And so the second guy too, he was like, yeah, I'm moving.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to leave. And he gave a month notice. Within that month notice, halfway through that month notice is when I got a job offer.
Right.
And then I beat him out. Like before even his last day, I was done. I was out. And then shortly after I left, then you left right after that. Or
it was a couple of months after that, yeah.
Okay. You left, and then after you left, then the boss left.
Yep. 4 or 5 months later, he left, yes.
Okay. And then right after that, another
guy left.
That we weren't even planning on leaving left.
No.
So it all started with your text of, hey, I think I'm done. And then it caused this chain reaction of everyone leaving.
My greatest accomplishment was exactly that.
I realized too, like, it doesn't take much to get me to just quit a job. Like,
especially if it's a job you don't like.
Well, yeah, that adds a lot more to it, yes.
Yeah.
But whenever I worked at Starbucks, I hated the job, but the people were fun.
That was me with Burger King too, yeah. I hated the job. I hated the task that came behind that job, but the people were fun.
Yeah, so like it kind of balances itself out where like I'm having a good time. I get free coffee all day, every day. It's just when you have those Karens that come in, like that's what ruined your day.
Mm-hmm.
But with that too, it all started with one employee being like, you know what? This is getting tiring. I'm done. I'm like, you know what? I'm right. You're right.
Behind you, 1000%.
That night, I put up a post-it note on the boss's desk of I'm putting in my 2 weeks with no plan. But because this employee hyped me up so much, I'm like, yeah, fuck this place. I'm moving on. We are getting out of here. Same thing happened with you. You put that thought in my head. I'm like, yeah, fuck this place. We're getting out of here.
Wow, you're easily
persuaded,
manipulated.
Maybe. Or is it just one of those things of I'm already thinking about it in the back of my head?
It's like a dormant thought.
Yeah, so you bringing it up is like, yeah, I've been thinking that too.
Fuck
Let's
go. Yeah, fuck it.
YOLO. What happened to YOLO? I miss that.
That died in 2012.
I know. Why do we not say that anymore?
Because everything we do is cringe now.
What is the new YOLO? You're kind of in touch with the lower generations slang.
I don't know. I think people just say LFG now.
Oh, that's lame.
Well, you don't have Gen Z in your group, people that you work with.
Remember whenever we were in a group chat and I outed myself about like how out of touch I am with slang? Where you said an acronym and I'm like, can you please define that? And the other person's like, oh God, you are old.
Yeah.
It doesn't help being off of Reddit because I feel like now I'm completely out of touch with all that stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you can easily, at this point, make a social media and just manipulate your algorithm to not show any of the political stuff and just show memes.
That's the biggest thing, is the whole political side of literally everything.
Yeah.
Even trying to find topics for the show lately, it's just all so politically charged stuff.
And that's the only reason I'm on Instagram all the time, is because none of my stuff is political. It's literally all just shopping, either new music, bands, merch, whatever, or news stories like I've sent you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, nothing on my Instagram is political. Dude, there's an Instagram page literally of just one guy who tracks, I think it's like the Brightline train company. And I think it's in Florida or like the East Coast.
What?
Southern East Coast.
You're saying so much stuff I don't know. What is the Brightline company?
Or the Brightline, I think is what it's called. It's a train company like Amtrak.
Okay.
And this guy tracks the Brightline train crashes, but it's not crashing into things, it's crashing into people and killing people or hurting people. And every single time it happens, this could happen like 2 or 3 times in a week, and he'll just post the same image every time that just says Brightline just hit another fucking person.
What?
I want to send you this.
How is nothing being done if it's so often that people are getting hit by this train? How it's literally all the same photo.
Exactly. I love this guy.
Just the guy tracking his favorite train.
Yep.
131 deaths and counting. There's so many questions I have here.
Not affiliated with Brightline. LOL.
How are people getting on the tracks to get hit by the train?
I don't fucking know.
Because, like...
Dude, the last caption that he put in.
Hold on. Roll the shades down, Delray, a.k.a. the rehab capital of the world. Not... Oh, wait, no. This is all in caps. Roll those shades down, Delray, a.k.a. the rehab city of the world. Not just the city, not just the state, but the world. Anyway. They definitely died. LOL, like so dead. Also... Oh, wait, that's yelled. Also... The one from yesterday was ripped in half, apparently. Oh, God. I asked, so for sure dead then? Because I don't want to spread misinformation. I'm a journalist and must have integrity. Anyway, we are now 131 with 2 in the last 24 hours. Can we make it through? Can we make it 3? We are so back. LFG. How'd I do?
Oh, in the comments, Brightline is so fucking back.
I'm now curious because this is like, so we have a light rail system.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get on the track. So what is happening in this situation where people are getting onto the track?
Where is this? I really want to say this is Florida.
Well, yeah, of course. If anything like this is Florida,
it has to be Florida. Yep, it's Florida. I just literally had to go into the next post.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I see is from Miami New Times, and the link is titled "Death Train."
Death Train.
You know how many times there has to be like a casualty for you to be dubbed the Death Train?
Yeah, really.
So this thing is like, so okay, it went on a hiatus, I guess, for some reason, probably because it was killing too many people. And it is apparently it's like within a few hours after coming back. This was in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It already hit someone.
The way you said that.
What a comeback. It's dubbed the deadliest train per mile in America.
Yeah.
How? What is going on?
It's Florida. What do you expect?
Oh my God. So apparently, anyone, if you go to Florida, be cautious of this train because like you could turn the corner and just get hit by the train. Like it's waiting for you. It's like a lion waiting in the bushes of like...
That's my next victim.
you just hear a light like, what was that noise? And then it takes you out.
Speaking of death, by the way, I made a mistake this week.
That's not 2 sentences you want to say back to back without more context there.
Okay, backstory. So last month I did a 5K.
Yes.
At the end, they had like these free goodies or whatever free samples or merch or whatever that you could just take for the runners.
Yeah.
I took a little packet of high energy gummies. One pack equals 2 cups of coffee.
Keep that in mind going into the story.
Yes. I woke up just extremely exhausted and dead because I did not sleep well that night. And so, I was like, okay, you know what? I have those on my desk. I'll take some if I need it. Had food, had my tea, whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm still feeling dead. Around lunchtime? Yeah, right before lunch, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this so the rest of my day goes better and I'm more awake. I nibbled on one. I took a little tiny nibble of one because the flavor was dark chocolate orange.
Ooh.
Exactly my thought.
That sounds delicious.
That's exactly my thought. That's the only reason I picked it, because I was like, ooh, this sounds good. I took a nibble of one. It tasted like absolute shit, by the way. Oh. I would never have the other one. I was like, you know what? I don't want to waste it. And I don't think it's going to do much to me because I'm only having one. And one packet, it said, equals 2 cups of coffee. So if I have one, it's 1 cup of coffee, which I've done before.
We've had times when you've had 4 to 5 cups of coffee a day.
This was back in the day.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine. It's not going to do much to me. Little did I know, after putting the entire thing in my mouth, how I would feel right out. Not even a minute afterwards.
Wait, it worked that fast?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was shaking. I was like, I had heart palpitations. I thought I was going to die. The person who sat on the desk next to mine was like, you need to go calm down and take a walk, or here, have this chamomile tea, it'll help you calm down. I'm like, no.
And there's vibrating at your desk.
And I texted you and I told this girl at work. And I was as I was conversating between both of you over text, I was just speed walking on the first floor, just trying to wear off this gummy that I ate, this death gummy that I ate.
And what did we learn from this experience?
Gummy is no good.
Everyone who's ever had in this case, an edible, but yours was caffeine and not anything else.
Mine was a caffeinated edible.
Everyone has their first edible story being the worst experience of their life.
Now, after experiencing this, I will never have a real edible.
Or if you do, it's now you know to cut it down, not take the full thing.
To take the person who sits at the next to mine, he's like, yeah, just cut it into quarters next time. I'm like, I won't even have it.
You're scarred for life now.
I am. It's still on my desk. And I'm just like, I want to give this to the person I hate the most at this job.
Oh, yeah, do it.
Just smuggle it in somewhere in his food or something so he eats it.
No, just oh yeah, you look kind of tired today. I have this if you want it. I already had one, but you can have the other. But also, depending on his age and stuff, you don't want to kill him, because then
I don't want to kill him, yeah.
That also puts you into legal trouble there.
Yeah. I've tried siphoning it off to somebody else. Some other people too. And they've caught on to the fact of what happened to me. It's going to happen to them. So they're like, yeah, no, it's okay. Damn it. I need to get rid of this.
I would say at that point you just toss it because no one else is going to
but I feel bad. It's food.
Yeah, but considering what it is and what it has done.
I could put it in the kitchen and see if someone takes it.
Put a post-it on there that says free. Someone's going to take it. And then
we have the snack box of different granola bars and energy bars and whatnot. I'll just put it in there.
Actually, yeah. So if you do that, then
no one's going to know it's me. Except for the people around me who knew about it.
But you're not giving it to one specific person. So it's just you're freeing yourself from legal obligation that if someone gets hurt because of it, that's not your fault.
True.
Dude, that same thing happened to me there was a pill that I don't even know. Are they even still around anymore? Okay, yeah, it's still a company. So there is a pill that was heavily advertised during the YouTube.
Heavily?
Is that what I said?
Yep.
Oh, God. Why can I not speak?
Heavily
advertised on YouTube. This was years ago.
Do I want to know what pill it is?
I can, yeah, we'll cut this out so you know what I'm talking about. But it was,
I vaguely remember that. Jeez.
Yeah, every single YouTube channel was like advertising for it and like, it's so great. It makes me think so clearly and all that blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
I went onto the site and I'm like, you know what? There's a free sample. Let me just get the free sample just to try it out. I took one and I'm like, yeah, I don't feel any different or anything.
Mhm.
And I think it was a couple days later I took 2 because it says for an adult to take 2 per person.
Mhm.
But with my experience with the edibles in the past, I'm like, I'm going to cut this in half and do half of it and then try. Dude, same thing that you're saying. When I took 2, I almost went to the hospital out of paranoia that I was about to die. The best way, like, I was standing up, like, walking around, sitting down. I'm like, okay, I'm good. Stand back up. I'm like, no, I'm not good. I walk around and come back. I'm like, okay, what do I do? And then I've never had this happen before in my life. I could feel my blood vessels in my brain. And I don't know how to describe that feeling, but I could feel the blood moving in my brain. And I'm like, do I need to go to the hospital? I think I'm about to die. Needless to say, right after that experience, I tossed those pills and I never took another one again.
Smart.
Oh my God. That's why I don't trust YouTube advertisements.
You have learned.
But every single person has those edible stories of like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, my first time taking it was a disaster. So now you get to join that rank of people who messed up.
But I only took a little caffeine gummy. I can only imagine my reaction if I took an actual edible.
Imagine if you took both of those at the same time.
Oh no.
You probably would have died.
Yeah.
With how bad one was,
Or get my stomach pumped.
your heart would have exploded.
Oh yeah.
And it makes sense now with the charged lemonades that Panera Bread was selling.
Yeah. We were talking about that too at work after I had my death gummy.
Like, I completely get how people can accidentally OD on that then.
Yeah. I used to make fun of those people. Now I know now.
Now you get it. Now you understand.
I understand.
I could not imagine you actually taking like a real edible. Like, I couldn't, like, just with how much you zone out and how much you
I would just be the staring into space Elmo meme.
For about 7 hours you would just be staring off and like not even on this planet anymore.
Not even talking. Nope. Not even on this planet.
Because like with all my bad experiences, I'm like, yes, that was bad. But now, like, imagining you in that situation I mean, from the outside, it would be pretty hilarious to see you. I would love to test that. Like, here's a tiny little piece.
No. We're not testing that. That'll be an experiment that we'll never find the conclusion of.
Also, the vacuum is back, so sorry about that. It was quiet, and now it just started up again.
They're in their spring cleaning zone.
Is it spring already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it was already a new season.
But I had a question for you.
Okay.
If you were to bring back an animal from extinction, what would it be?
Bring back an animal from extinction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Like an animal that's been completely extinct.
Can I look up a list of extinct animals?
Yeah, you can look up a link. Yeah.
Because honestly, the only thing I don't know if this is about me, but the first animal that comes to my mind is a blue-footed booby.
Okay.
And only because it's just a funny word for a bird.
That reminds me of this one meme of like, I hate ornithologists because of how they name birds.
Why?
Just because like they'll see one and it'll just be the most basic ass name for it.
I honestly don't know what I'd bring back. That's a tough question because it's like
I would bring back the Tasmanian tiger.
That was going to be my first.
I was always so fascinated with that.
Me too.
Okay, that's scary because we're almost the same person.
I always loved like reading about the Tasmanian tiger.
Because like there was always this one video on YouTube too of like this one Tasmanian tiger at a zoo and it being the very last one.
Yeah, that's always sad.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this list. Honestly, well, wait, the passenger pigeon? I didn't know that was a whole separate category of pigeon.
A passenger pigeon?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
It's another form of pigeon, I guess. Honestly, but I'm looking at this. I forgot about this. I want to bring back the dodo.
Ooh, yeah. That was always another animal that fascinated me.
I know, just these pudgy little birds that are running around. But why? What is what's something aside from like the Tasmanian devil? Is there another one?
Tasmanian devil.
Oh, is one. Clicking around as I was asking that. Could you imagine that thing existed in real life?
All I'm imagining is the one from Looney Tunes.
Yeah, exactly that. Oh, or the giant sloths. Those would have been cool to see.
Honestly, I would love to bring back the saber-tooth tiger. Saber-tooth tiger. Saber-tooth, whatever. Tiger?
Yeah. Those are terrifying. Like, those fascinated me as a kid as well.
Oh, yeah. After seeing Ice Age, I was like, ooh, I kind of want
that. Can I have that? But then at the same time, like, just those giant teeth.
Yeah.
I was going to say you wouldn't survive, but you're not surviving a normal tiger attack.
Have you seen a quagga?
Yeah, like the zebra thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even know those were a thing up until seeing these pictures of extinct animals.
Dude, I'm always like looking at these scientific names for animals, and I'm like, how do you come up with these?
That is an interesting question. How do you proceed to... Also, let me show you this picture because I just stumbled upon this extinct animal. So there's one animal on here that I want you to point out that doesn't make sense.
Lesser bilby?
No, not that one. That is a funny word, though. It's the top right corner.
Sea monk?
Yes. What the hell is a sea monk?
What does that look like? Fucking Ursula.
That it looks like it's like a Pokemon of some sort.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
This has to be. Was this real?
I mean, pictures I'm seeing are like a minotaur, but it's half monk, half octopus. But it's on this extinction page, so what the fuck is a sea monk?
Oh, it's a cryptid. Yeah, it's a cryptid.
Oh, okay. Why is it on this list then for extinct animals?
Why are you lying to me?
Like I saw that, I'm like, what is this Pokemon ass fish that's like just floating around somewhere at some point? Anyways, so we got so off topic on that.
Okay, so there's a one more.
Okay.
There's a species of beetle. Do you want to guess the scientific name?
For a beetle?
For this one beetle.
Oh god, it's probably like something like dung something. Dung pusher.
Aggravation.
That sounds like a metal band who couldn't figure out what their band name was gonna be, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so aggravated." Oh, that's the band name, Aggravation.
Hated.
It's like Flow Rider. Come up with a name.
Yeah, really.
I can't think of one, but I'm in Florida right now. Oh god, that's it right there.
Oh, Flow Rider.
I hate to admit how long it took me to realize that Flow Rider was just Florida with the space
Really?
into it. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm slow with these things.
It's okay. The reason I ask you this is because there has been a wolf that's been brought back from extinction.
I heard about this actually just the other
Like,
day.
they Jurassic Parked this wolf.
Yeah, so the dire wolf is back, I think.
Mhm.
But not because like we have contradicting articles that are like, one's like, yeah, we did it. The other one's like, well, kind of, but not really.
Right. So basically, they're saying that they revived these wolves from extinction and they've genetically engineered these 3 wolves and named them from Game of Thrones characters.
Oh, yeah, because they had dire wolves, yeah.
I've never seen the show, so I don't know what that means or what you're talking about, but okay, I'll believe you on that. But it basically used like DNA from like these samples.
Right.
And they just took that and just engineered them to like create them from nowhere. There's no like real pictures, right? Because I feel like all these are like generated images.
Yeah. I don't think they have any pictures yet. So
then I'm not gonna like fully believe that this exists until I see pictures.
No. And on top of that, it's like every single article like I see is like referencing Jurassic Park, which is the perfect point. We have so many movies to show why this isn't a good idea. Don't fuck around with trying to play God.
Yeah, really.
Because what's next? We have a T-Rex just running around. It's like, yeah, we figured it out. But okay, what now?
What do you want us to do about this? Do we just like stay at home now?
What do we do with this giant ass lizard running around?
Because then you would have that, and then you want to make another one, and they'll procreate, and then there's gonna be more.
Yeah, and then how do we deal with that problem? Honestly, probably not the worst problem we're going to deal with in this country.
Spay and neuter your dinosaurs, people.
Oh, that could open up a whole new career field. You have your veterinarians, and now you have your dino veterinarians. Walking your T-Rex on a leash over to the veterinarian. That would be terrifying.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I know we talked about it before, like if dinosaurs came back, but just the thought of that, just being paranoid to walk out to your car.
Just looking outside and just seeing a 70-foot thing.
A pterodactyl just sitting on a roof. No, thank you. We need to stop this before it goes any further.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we did this for people?
Bring back people?
Yeah, like it's King Tut or something.
No, please, let's not.
It's like, oh, we have the
That's like Night in the Museum shit.
Pretty much. Oh, we have his DNA. Let's just go ahead and recreate him and get him back.
I'm made of wax, Larry. What are you made of?
Wait, is that a Night of the Museum?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's where the Data Remember got their song name from.
Wow. I never knew that.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, this line sounds so familiar. And I looked it up and it's like, oh, this was Night at the Museum.
Oh. Well, that makes more sense to where they got that band or the song name.
A Data Remember lore.
Yeah. Wow, you just blew my mind with that information.
Yay.
But the thing with dire was too, they were just ginormous, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like
they did a size comparison of a 6-foot person and the wolf would be like 4 feet tall. That thing would eat me alive.
Oh, yeah.
No hesitation on your end. Jeez, okay.
Considering how tall my dog is up on you whenever you're
yeah.
And that's just a normal mid-sized dog. So a dire wolf is taking you out immediately.
A dire wolf.
Oh, fuck. I said it. I feel like you picked this article specifically to get me to say the word wolf.
What? No.
Wolf.
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 I'm saying it right?
Say it again?
Wolf.
Yes. That was right.
I'm like...
Now just say it faster.
No, I can't. I have to deliberately like force that L into there to get it in.
I've noticed that about you. You don't say L's.
Yeah. It was a problem I had as a child.
Oh, was it? I thought it was the regional thing.
No.
No, because like your friend does it too.
Well, yeah. With the wolf thing itself is
that's regional.
Very much a regional thing, but
okay.
L's in general, I had a problem with as a child. So you were making fun of me for having a disability.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my disability. Okay, I'm sorry.
Between L's and R's.
I want to say I had a problem with the letter, and I can't remember which one. But I'm sorry.
No, I've even told, we had this conversation before. Like, if you really pay attention, if there's a word with a like heavy R sound in the middle of it or something, you'll hear me take that word a bit slower than everything else.
Oh yeah, I've noticed.
Because it's still with me to this day of like really having to focus on hitting that R sound.
Aww.
I don't know why. I think it goes back to my tongue just fucking up and not knowing what to do with my mouth. So where am I supposed to be and just flopping around like a dead fish inside of my mouth? I have problems controlling my tongue, I guess.
Yes.
What was that?
You have problems controlling your tongue when you are always roasting me and bullying me.
What do you mean, like trying?
You can't control your tongue.
Oh.
If it's there, and it all unleashes.
The filter just turns off whenever I'm talking to you. I've noticed that at work too, where I forget to turn the filter back on. And like I'll make a joke and they're like, you can't say that. That's so dark. Oh yeah.
I forget who I'm talking to.
Yeah. Where's HR? I'll go ahead and walk down now.
I'll report myself now.
So actually, I'm just real briefly, I was looking into the sizing of a dire wolf. because we were just talking about that. I know we went off a thing, but while we were talking about that whole like me not being able to talk, I was looking up the sizes of dire wolves.
Okay.
I wanted to show you this because this is not as intimidating as I was picturing it to be.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you information as to how tall that person is.
This is true.
But I get what you're saying. Like, to me, that would be gigantic.
What it is like it shows a normal gray wolf that we have now,
Mm-hmm.
and then it shows the dire wolf outline, and it's only like I know. And it shows the dire wolf, and it's just a tiny, like inches bigger. It's not even that much taller.
Oh yeah, no. What's the other one? What's that big one?
Epision?
I don't know.
What are you pissing on? Oh, it's a large extinct dog thing. Yeah, so it's pretty much what a wolf was, except the dinosaur era of a wolf.
Oh, okay.
And those things are... Oh, there's another picture you just sent. Okay, that makes it more... But see, that's... I don't know. The graphic I showed you, it does not look like the dire wolf is 1 foot taller than the normal wolf.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no size, there's no measurements as to like these things. So
that is true. They were extinct. So,
well, you know, on your picture, there's no measurement.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and that's what the 6 foot tall person that they're sitting next to. So that's coming up
For
to,
me, it'd be like a foot and a half shorter than me.
that is at your chest, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm curious because now we're talking about this. How tall is a Great Dane?
Oh yeah, that's like the biggest domestic dog, right?
I think so, yeah. So a Great Dane is 28 to 34 inches tall. So 34 is just under 3 feet.
A Great Dane.
Yeah, so these things are bigger than a Great Dane.
Jeez.
And Great Danes are already scary enough.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures and I don't like that.
So I would love to see you trying to walk a Great Dane.
I couldn't even walk yours.
I know you had so much trouble just with my dog alone. Which I feel like if you were to ever get a dog, you would get like a tiny dog that you can actually handle.
Probably, yeah. I'd get like a corgi or a Shiba.
If you think Nutmeg, which is the dog that was at our work.
The work dog, yeah. Yeah, that size, yeah.
Like that one that you can just easily pick up and like can't drag you around.
Pretty much, yes. Or just stick with the cats I have.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about it. You brought your cats to work.
I did, yeah. Well, like a cat.
Oh, a cat.
I brought one of my cats to work because the other one would be like very... She has trouble like keeping her claws to herself.
Just scratching up everything in the office.
Pretty much, yeah. The one I brought to work, she's very like no shits given type of thing. Like I could just like throw her around like a frisbee and she doesn't care.
All right, this is my life, I guess. You sent me a picture of you putting the leash vest on your cat for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of anger on your cat's face. I'm like, what are you doing to me?
What is this? She's used to it now. Like every time she sees it now, she thinks, oh, it's outside time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So wait, do you take her for walks around the block or
she
something?
doesn't walk around. She'll like explore the yard.
Oh.
I think she's still scared of like things that are out there.
The outside.
Yes.
It's a brand new environment and world out there.
She's a very settled indoor cat.
She's learned the luxury of life inside of the house.
Inside is good.
She wasn't built for the streets.
The other one was.
Yeah, wasn't that the one that escaped?
Yep. Came back at like 4 a.m. with like 4 other cats just sitting in the driveway.
That cat already started a gang. And it's like,
The cat gang.
I love how they have their own personalities.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, one thing you should be doing is like, you should try to see if you can get your cat to go around the block with you, or even like down the road and back.
I'm trying to. I'll like lift her up and like put her at the end of the driveway with the leash on and like hold her there, and she'll just like start running back to like our stairs, like, the outside stairs.
Safe day.
Safety.
The outside hurts.
It's safer over there.
All right. Well, I think we should start getting to go. I know you have stuff to do.
Yes.
I have stuff to do. We are
I
busy.
do. Yes.
All right. Well, if you liked that episode, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Go follow our YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram over at Intersint Pod. And we will see you next week.
Bye.